Hi, my name's Keith and I am a minimalist collector. My wife, who is a big fan of my channel, suggested this video this week. It's a quick declutter of this little bin. This is a bin that sits on our breakfast nook kitchen counter and is sits out on the shelf junk drawer. So it accumulates a lot of little odds and ends. And I think that she thought that going through this would be a good idea, and maybe I could go through it rather than her. Might have been even closer to it. So I did not look at this stuff in advance, so I don't really know what's in it. Bless you. My cat has a sneeze. So let's just start at the top. Gift cards. Apparently this spot has accumulated some gift cards. This should be in some place that we actually would think to use it. Here's a coupon. This would be the part of the coupon is actually the coupon versus the garbage part. Receipts. Receipts definitely pile up. Deal with them quickly. This is, I don't know what any of this stuff is. That looks like other gift card stuff. This is a piece of string. I think these are cat toys, actually. You just heard my cat sneeze in the background. She likes to chase ribbon. Apparently we have 4 different ribbons for this occasion. So maybe we can find which one is her favorite. This is a charger for, I want to say the Kobo? So this actually has a place that it should live, which is with all of the rest of the charging cables. Emergency flashlight, which I didn't know was in this, so it should be in a spot that we can grab it in an emergency. Let's see now. I can't read the expiry, these are just cough drops. So we do have a medical, cough drops and more serious stuff, so this should be with them for when one of us gets a cold. This as well, this is a wrap for, if you hurt yourself. I injure myself quite often, so first aid kit is where that belongs. Some refresh drops that are still good, but empty, it sounds like, so still a better place than this for it. This is a lacrosse ball. My wife uses them for getting knots out. I think we have these scattered throughout the house. We probably have 5 of these. So find a different home is the answer for that again. These are extra earphones that have never been used. I know I got these in June at a giveaway thing. She hung on to them in case she needed them, clearly has not. So let's throw those in the donate pile. That's an adapter for something. It's an 1/8" adapter that goes to a double 1/8". Your guess is as good as mine. I do have we're just going to turf that. I have absolutely no idea. And another charging cable, possibly for her phone. I feel like I've moved this before. For those that have watched more than one video, there's a decent chance I've moved this charger somewhere before. It looks familiar, and maybe it just keeps migrating around the house. I will find out if this is where it's supposed to be or not. And then we have a free coffee, so more coupons. We have some lens cleaner. I guess this is as good a place as any. I got laser eye surgery last year, so I no longer wear glasses. Mostly I'm just bragging there. So these probably go back into this kit so that they're handy. We do have a couple of things of medicine, which I am not going to pull out here, but they are both expired and medicine that we do not take anymore. So all medicines should get taken to a pharmacy so they're properly disposed of. What you can do is dump them loose into a plastic bag and then just hand them over at the pharmacy. They dispose of them as a hazard waste. So liquids in general, unless it's something quite harsh, you can just pour down a sink, pour it in the garbage. Pills should be disposed of at a pharmacy. Vitamins, of course, don't worry about. Some silly little office supplies, which probably never get used up here. So those we have an office supply spot. These all should go to it. They're little note thingies. As you can well imagine, there are, let's see now, there are 5 pens in this box. I do not know if all of them work. I do know that not all of them are needed up here. I'm sure that 1 or 2 of these pens will suffice. So one of them will go back in and the rest can go into the office supplies. Another loose office supply. This is my favorite office supply, actually, a little binder clip. And now that I think about it, coupons and gift card can get all clipped together so that they're taking up not very much room. This is a lint roller, which again could find a better home than here, possibly somewhere where there's clothes. Might be a good spot for that. More office supply stuff. This is it's like a tablet stylus. I don't know what we own that this goes with. It looks like it came out of something. Miscellaneous electronics, until later I find out that no one's ever used it. These are, I hate these. So these are rewards points cards. Quite a few of these things are rewards cards. What I've been doing actually is taking a photo of these if we're not going to be carrying them around. What I find is a lot of places, several of the pet stores we go to, for example, which is what this is, they give you one of these physical cards, and then when you go to the store, they don't ask for it, they ask for your phone number anyway. So I'm not against getting discounts. I like getting discounts. I hate carrying extra things around. So it does seem quite superfluous that they would give me this card and a plastic thingy and 2 of them so that we could both carry one around, when all they're going to end up doing is looking up my phone number at the store and giving me the same discount. So what I've done is actually I take photos of the numbers in case I were to need them. And then if I know that they're not asking for it at the store, I just turf these things because there's no reason to hang on to them. This is another one of those cards. And here are some business cards. I think probably, well, my wife's business card I probably do not need. She's on my LinkedIn, so these are other business cards that maybe she needs to reference. I don't know. They are mostly good food places. So a pastry place, a local coffee roaster, which was really, really good. They don't know me. I bought one thing of them, but Devil's Head Coffee in Calgary is really, really great coffee. And it's small batch roasted, so they make to order. It's really good. This is germ stuff. Does this stuff go off? I don't see an expiry on it. I presume it's still good. It's just mostly rubbing alcohol. Doesn't have best before. So more again, more of the little plastic thingies. This is a gift card to the movie theater. Clip that on with the others. Hair clip. I guess if I needed to unlock a door in the 1970s, this hairpin would be very valuable. And getting close to the end here, random. This is one thing that my wife and I have gone back and forth on is recipes, because she hangs on to some recipes. Sometimes she looks at them. In general, when she wants to cook something, she just Googles what the recipe is. So we've been getting rid of all of the recipe cards and the recipe books because we don't really go back to them very often. Every once in a while there's something that she really wants to dig up again. But in general, you just go to Google and find a new recipe if you need it again. So I'll set that aside with the business cards, and she can decide whether she actually needs them. That is just a junk notepad. Oh, nice. Points cards from the local ice cream shop. That is necessary. Though I can't remember. I think it was 6 months ago that we actually went to one. And I'm getting close to the end of this. Here's something that can. This was great for a little while. It's a disc of meditation training, which was terrific. But it's all beginner stuff, and we've been regularly doing meditation for, I think it's actually been over a year now. So this is really superfluous, extra plasticky stuff. And again, that belongs in the tools. That is a multi-tool, and this is just a knife, but this comes in handy up here if we get mail or packages or something and need to crack them open. Or even groceries, actually. Quite often we'll have groceries that would need to be cut open. And this little tool. This is it's a little Allen key. Normally it would go in the tools, but it is actually the Allen key for the chairs that sit next to this bin. They're just IKEA style. I can't even remember where we got them. And just periodically, as you use them, the screws will loosen a little bit. So every couple times a year, tighten those screws. So there's no reason to wander off with this thing or have it go too far away from this location. So all in all, a lot of this stuff can go, and actually I could use one more binder clip to keep all these business cards in together. Otherwise they just wander around this box and make it look more crowded than it really is. A couple of questions for Wifey on whether stuff needs to be kept or not, and find out what this thing is. I have no idea. That's it for this time. Check out my blog, ilikehelping.com, Minimalism in a Nerdy World, and I spend more time on the blog talking about kind of a philosophical, experiential part of my minimalism journey. So I recently wrote on the passing of tragically lead singer Gord Downie, and how his choices in his last year of life really inspired me. And I tend to be putting more of the decluttering videos up because they're more interesting in video form than they are in written form. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.